channel. So today's video is all about charity and fundraising. I've decided to do this as a video log episode because I know that it is something that can be quite difficult to get started on if you've never done it before, and I know it's something that a few people do actually struggle with. So I am hopefully going to help out with some of my experiences, my tips, and also what I'm doing to fundraise currently, things that I've done in the past and things that I know of other people doing that have worked. Let's get started. Okay, so first up I'm going to cover charity and fundraising within pageantry and the differences between a charity pageant and a charity option within a pageant. So there are a lot of charity pageants out there. I do run one of my own, Miss National Treasure, and it is run purely for the Make-A-Wish Foundation, and there's also a lot out there like Crown and Glory that is run purely for Dean's Journey, and these are pageants that have been put together just to raise money for those charities. That is their main focus. The whole aim of the competition is to raise those funds. There are also the other side of competitions where there are competitions that are run with a charity option and a charity aspect. So they do raise funds, but that's not the whole point in the competition itself. Like Galaxy that I'm competing in, we all raise money for the Christie, but it's not compulsory. It's not the sole purpose of the competition. And every Galaxy regional across the world does raise money for a different charity. So there are different aspects to charity work as well. There is the fundraising side where you raise money for a certain charity. There's also the non-monetary side where you can do volunteering, you can raise awareness, you can do collections, so drives like clothes drives, drop-offs, all that kind of thing. And you can also visit food banks and spread the word about causes out there as opposed to actual money raising charities, so like non-profits. So the key to running a successful charity event and raising lots of money is passion for the cause. Without passion for the cause and truly believing in what you're raising money for, you're not going to do it because you don't have that drive. So just be sure to truly believe in what you're raising money for. I know it sounds incredibly cheesy, but it really does help. I'm currently raising money for two different charities, the Christie as part of my Galaxy journey, and also the Make-A-Wish Foundation for National Treasure pageants that I run. And to raise this money, I am running two online photo competitions. One is called Beauty and Grace, and the other is Face of Misdemeanors, and I will post links below. I'm also going to be taking part in Velocity at Zip World in March, which I'm terrified for, but it should be good fun, and I hope to raise a lot of money through that. And I've also taken part in the Three Peaks Challenge. That's all for the Christie. For Make-A-Wish, I run National Treasure every year, and I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that we hit the £15,000 mark this year. Anybody can fundraise. It doesn't take a special type of person. You don't need qualifications for it. You don't need to have any experience. You just decide you want to do it and you go for it. You can start off small, so some simple fundraising ideas are: you can do a bag pack in your local supermarket. I know that there are some supermarkets out there that only do allow bag packs for local charities, but just email or go and talk to their charity champion. A lot of supermarkets do have those, and just speak to them and see what the possibilities are. You could also do a sponsored activity like a walk, a cycle, a sponsored silence. You could do a dress up or dress down day in work. You could do a silly hat day, all that kind of thing. Getting your work or your school involved is really, really helpful because that's people en masse. When there's a lot of you involved, it makes it more fun as well. You can also do something online like a bonus ball or an online photo competition, a cutest pets competition. There's so many different ideas. Scroll through Facebook and see what other people have done and put your own spin on it. There are also great fundraising websites out there, and Just Giving is one of the best. The money goes directly to the charity, and you also get the option to add gift aid, which is added on at no cost to you, and that is available for all UK taxpayers. You can make your own Just Giving page, link it to your email address, share it on your social media, and it also links to the charity directly, so people just donate and it goes straight to them with no hassle for you. So if you're wanting to organise a charity event but you're not sure how to go about it, then I am about to tell you. This is from my own personal experience. There's no set way to do this, but just do what works for you. So step one is knowing your event. You need to know before you get started what kind of event it is you want to run. Is it a fashion show? Is it a race night? Is it a bingo night? Do you want to do a talent show or a ball or a dinner? You need to know what it is that you want to do so that you can work to that goal. Next up, you need to determine how the event is going to raise money. So are you going to raise the money through ticket sales? Are you going to do it through a raffle? Are you going to do it through entry fees? Where is your money going to come from? Then you need to make a list of everything that you're going to need to stage the event. So will you need a venue? Will you need a DJ? Will you need food or catering? Will you need decoration? Will you need staging? All these kind of things, even down to, are you going to get tickets printed? Is it going to be online? How are you going to advertise? All that kind of thing. And then what you need to do is cost it. That's not the fun part. So cost it all up, which brings me to my next point, is do not run on a loss. There is no point in running a charity event if you are going to lose money from it, because you may as well just take what you've spent on the event and donate it straight to the charity itself. There's no point in running the event, it's a lot of hassle for nothing. How do you not run on a loss? Well, you need to make sure that your event is going to bring in more money than what you've spent on it, and make sure that only the profits go to the charity, so that you're essentially reimbursing yourself. It does feel awful, but there is no point in spending £500 on running an event that's only going to raise £200 for the charity. Purely because that £500 that you've spent, you could have donated and the charity could have gained £500 from it, as opposed to £200. Catch my drift? So next up is spread the word. How are you going to get people to attend your event? How are you going to get people to know about it and come? There are a few different ways of doing this. You can do direct invites, you can send out physical invites to people. If it's a small event, this works well. You can do it all online, so via social media. You can do it on Facebook, you can do the event feature on Facebook if you want. You can also make up posters online and spread them over Facebook or Instagram, Twitter, any kind of social media platform that you have access to. Also, there are great event websites out there that are free, like Eventbrite. The next step is manage your time. Be sure to write out a schedule and stick to it. So make sure that you've worked out realistic time frames for each part of your event. So say you're running a fashion show, you need to work out what time you're going to open the doors. How long is it going to take people to get in and get to their seats? So say open at 6, give them half an hour, 6:30. 6:30 start. So if you have got, say, 4 different looks that you want to show, you're going to do 20 minutes for your first look, have a 5-minute break. 20 minutes for your next look, have a 5-minute break. These aren't actual times, I'm just, giving you an example. Make sure you stick to it though, and make sure that your event starts on time, because a 5-minute delay in starting can easily snowball. And the final step is pack up and do it all again next year. I can guarantee that once you start running events and fundraising in an event type way, you will catch the bug. My charity pageant, National Treasure, I ran as a one-off in 2014. I got asked to do it again in 2015, and then I was like, oh well, I'm committed now, so I need to keep doing it, and I love it. So I hope that you have gained something from this episode. If you have any more questions, do feel free to email me at freya.publicity@gmail.com, or you can just leave a comment below or on my Facebook page, and I will try my very best to answer it. Until next time, bye!